Today we are going to the Kubuqi Desert in China. At one time, this place was not just a desert, but also called the Sea of Death. Because every year, thousands of acres of fertile land were lost under the sand. Trees dried up, farmland was destroyed, and people were forced to leave their homes. This process of gradually turning fertile land into desert is called desertification. Kubuqi was one of the biggest examples of this. The Chinese government planted trees, launched major projects, and invested billions of dollars. But the advance of the sand could not be stopped. Just then a man came forward, Wang Wenbiao. When everyone else had given up, he started an impossible fight with his savings and loans. He used more than 100 bulldozers and hundreds of workers to build small square enclosures with dry bushes on the desert sand. Then he started planting willow trees inside the enclosure. The deep roots of this tree can collect water from deep below the ground. But a new problem arose. The strong winds of the desert were not allowing the small trees to survive. Then he used the technique of reducing the speed of the wind with offensive bushes and retaining moisture. Gradually, some trees survived, and the sand could not blow away as before. Still, another big problem remained. To strengthen the tree, new branches had to be regularly pruned. This was impossible for humans to do in such a vast area. And here the most surprising thing happened. Rex rabbits were brought in for this work. The fur of these rabbits is very valuable, so people could earn money by raising them. But the real surprise was elsewhere. Rex rabbits love to eat the tender new branches of the willow tree. As a result, unnecessary branches of the tree are naturally pruned, and the main trunk becomes stronger and stronger. And that's not all. The dung of these rabbits began to fertilize the soil as a natural fertilizer. Even many of the seeds of the grass they ate would not be digested and would return to the soil. Within a few days, grass began to grow again, where there was only sand. Gradually, nature began to regenerate itself. Then, local people were encouraged to raise rabbits. Rabbit fur was sold, and income from trees also began to be generated. Those who had once left the desert began to return. But the story does not end here. A huge solar power plant was built in the middle of the desert. Thousands of solar panels not only generate electricity but also reduce wind speed and create shade below. Grass grows again in that shade, and various animals live in that grass. In other words, technology and nature have worked together to create a new ecosystem. Today, a large part of the Kubuqi Desert is covered in greenery, and this model is now being followed in many other countries around the world. The biggest lesson of this story is, people may laugh at your dreams at first, but if your goal is clear and you don't stop, then one day that impossible dream can become a reality. Because in history, those who changed the world were the ones who were laughed at the most in the beginning.